what is happening, family? Welcome back to the QL Show podcast. As you can see, we're in the studio today, but I'm really excited about this interview because this guy, not only have you seen him on The Voice, but now he is in the musical that everybody is talking about. I'm talking about The Wiz. It's an all-black cast, and you just so happen to be playing the Scarecrow.
Yes,
Avery
sir.
Wilson is live in the studio. What's going on, Avery?
What's up, man?
Man, I can't call it. Welcome to Greenville.
Man, thank you for having me.
How is it? I saw that you was at the BMW studios yesterday.
Man, we went to BMW and we acted a crazy fool, of course, the cast. We got the chance to drive some different models of cars, BMWs. We took them off-road, speeded a little bit. So it was cool. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun.
So, real quick, Avery, I didn't know you were from New Haven, Connecticut.
Well, I started in New Haven, and my dad is a part of the McDonald's franchise. So I sang a lot there. Kind of found out who I really was as an artist because I didn't really want to sing. I didn't really want to dance when I was living there in the beginning. And my dad was like, no, you got to do something. So he kind of started pushing me around, and I kind of started doing a bunch of different shows all around New Haven. And New Haven is not that big.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, Yale University is there, UConn is there, different major schools. But it was just a place that was really calm, so I really worked my name there and really built up a lot of traction there. So everybody in New Haven knows who I am.
Well, because I was reading your bio and I seen that you were singing at McDonald's like once a week.
Yeah, every Wednesday. It became a thing for me because I was too young.
Yeah.
And my dad was like, oh, these are my restaurants, so I'm going to put a sound system in there for you and you'll sing while people eat. And then it became a thing that became annual. So everybody was coming there to sing and people were trying to, really show off what they could do there to build up their confidence or build up their stage performance. And I really feel like it was a very pivotal moment for me as a kid to be able to see that I actually can stand in front of someone and sing and not be nervous and really believe in what it is that I have as a gift.
Where did the inspiration come from, though, like singing?
I grew up in church. I didn't sing in church, but I grew up in church, and you kind of like, the biggest of the best gospel artists came to my church, from Kimbrell Clark Sisters, James Moore, just anybody that you can think of that was amazing, John P. Key, everybody came to my church. So it's kind of hard to not follow suit when you hear these people singing. So when I did start singing, I was like, oh, I know exactly what to do.
But were people surprised that you didn't go the gospel route, though?
No. I mean, I think beginning, yes, in the church that I was growing up in, they weren't really fond or happy about me necessarily doing R&B, but that's what I wanted to do. And I don't believe that God, not to be too spiritual and just because, but I don't feel like he just gives out a gift for no reason. So yeah, you can use it.
So how did you end up like on The Voice?
I went up there. I was 16 at the time, so I was really young. I might not have looked like it, but I was 16. My first TV experience, dealing with celebrities, dealing with the cameras, dealing with rehearsals, learning songs on the whim, just getting pushed in a certain level around people that were creative as well. And it really just, to me, got me prepared for what's to come, which is doing shows like Broadway or doing shows on my own, touring and doing things, because you have to just be ready on the dime. I stood out in that line. It was like 43,000 people. I think I was like 15,000 something. They all turned around, but I picked CeeLo. And I didn't really know who I was going to pick in the moment because I didn't want to have a preconceived set notion of what I was going to do. But I just really went with my gut. He was a really creative person in general, outside of the singing, and he was eclectic, and I don't know, he just felt like he would let me experiment and explore. So it was a moment in that way. And honestly, we've been friends ever since.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And like, speaking about moments, like now you're living in a moment that has been around for generations, right? Like so many generations has been a part of The Wiz. The Wiz has been inside their house. And of course, everybody is a fan of Michael Jackson. Everybody's a fan of the Scarecrow. And you got the call that you were actually going to be playing the Scarecrow.
Yes, sir.
Talk about that experience, because I remember the day that it came out, everybody was excited about it. And then we found out that Candy and Todd Tucker was also producers for the production as well.
Yeah. To get that opportunity to audition, which I auditioned 4 times.
4 times, though?
Yeah.
Why 4 times?
I did 3 auditions in person.
Yeah.
And then I did 1 on Zoom with the director. And I guess it's just to see if you got it. I mean, Broadway is not for the faint of heart. You can't just come on stage and not have it.
Yeah.
You got to dance, sing, and act every single night. It doesn't matter. There's no getting away from that.
Right.
But to be honest, getting that audition was something for me because I was like, wow, if I could do this, I can show people that I am way more than what they will allow me to be, because people know me to be a singer. They know me. They like my voice, or they don't, whatever. But they like my voice, and I feel like that box is such a great box to be in, but it's not the only box that I can be in. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get this role in my mind. I'm going to get this role, and I'm going to go on this stage, and I'm going to show people that you are not only what people allow you to be, you are what you believe you are. And I know that I'm more than just a singer.
Yeah.
So hopefully when people come to the show, get your tickets, everyone. You know, they get to see that it's more than just one thing. I'm more than just one dimension. You know?
Did you feel like you were trying to embody who Michael Jackson was when he played the Scarecrow, or were you more so trying to portray your own, like, and tell your own story?
Out of respect in my auditions, yeah. I think in the first audition or so, I did try that route, and that didn't work, and probably almost didn't get the job because of so. But on this stage, no. Respectfully, I love Michael Jackson, but I'm not him. And we are two different things, two different entities, two different creatives. And I bring myself to the role. I think that's something that a lot of people need to rest in, is that their uniqueness is important. You know, your unique, well, I can't even say the word. Your uniqueness will get you the job. It will get you past people that maybe have more experience or have more, you know, creative stake in the game in those fields, like a Broadway or like a theater, compared to somebody like me who doesn't, because people will see that, oh, this is something I've never felt before, or I can work with this and change this, and it can be something the world or the theater has never seen. So yeah, you got to be who you are more than anything. But I don't go on that stage and ever try to be Michael Jackson. I will respect him till the day I die. I have a tattoo of him right here, his face. But when you think about The Wiz, you naturally think about Diana Ross, Stephanie Mills, Michael Jackson, Ted Ross.
But check this out, though. Now that we have like this new generation of kids, like now kids will know The Wiz for Avery Wilson, right?
Respect, yes. It is. I'm a part of the history.
Yeah.
For sure.
And speaking about the history, like the chemistry that you and Dorothy has on stage.
Michelle.
So are y'all friends off stage? Like, how did all that come about, Avery?
Correct. We are friends off stage. All of us. All the four heroes. Me, Nichelle, who plays Dorothy, Kyle, Lamar Freeman, and Phil, who play Lion and Tin Man.
Yeah.
We all are family. Honestly, everybody on the stage is family. This is the first time that I've been in a production that is, you know, all black.
Yeah.
And when that's the case, you kind of don't have to answer certain questions, or, you know, certain sentences get finished because we understand what each other are. When our voices don't feel 100% or our bodies are tired, it's like we right there for each other.
Right.
So naturally, you build that relationship, and I'm glad that it comes across, really.
Yeah. Dope. What is like your greatest takeaway that you would say from like being a part of this production?
My greatest takeaway is that it's the story, honestly. It's a very simple story, but it's one that we all need to know, is that whatever you're looking for is already in you. You know, whatever you possess, if once you figure it out and you believe it, that you possess these things, whatever you're looking for in life, you can prevail. You can get to wherever it is that you want. You can have what you want. But you got to believe in what it is that you possess already. Honestly, that's my biggest takeaway.
Is this like a lot different from like doing like shows and like movies and stuff like that?
Well, it's completely different. I mean, with shows or with movies or with, you know, studio work that I would do, you get to put the product down and then that's it. You come back to it. Once it's recorded, we good, you know? Set it, forget it. This, every single day of the week. 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday, you are on that stage live. There's no pre-recorded tape, anything. You are literally doing it 100%.
So what do you do, like, whenever you mess up or you forget a line, you just...
Oh, we have. You know, it happens, but you just keep moving. I think that's the beauty of being live. People have ran away from that. A lot of people, they're like, oh, I'll just put on, you know, the playback and I'll just do it. But you kind of lose the emotion. You lose all these things. So I think that's the beauty of theater, where it's live 100%. When moments happen where they're not planned, or there's a mess up, or there's a skip, or you skip a line, you just keep moving. And the best part about it is that tomorrow you will have another opportunity, because the show is going to be going on.
Yes, you definitely got to get your tickets. The website is peacecenter.org. Avery Wilson, of course, is a part of The Wiz as the Scarecrow. Now, Avery, I also want to ask you this, too, because I didn't know this until reading your bio. Clive Davis signed you.
Yes, I was signed to Clive.
What is that like? Like, Clive Davis, of course, found the iconic Whitney Houston, and now you get a chance to sit beside this man and work with him for some time. Talk about that.
You know what? Honestly, probably one of the most pivotal moments in my life, for many reasons, and not all good or not all bad, but I had a lot to learn in that space, and not just about artistry, but about myself personally. And I think with Clive, it was a lot that I learned, not because of what he said, but because of what he showed me through times. You know, it's not always about what somebody says to you. If you just be a sponge and absorb and look and learn, you can. And it's way more than Whitney Houston. You know, there's Janis Joplin, there's Bruce Springsteen. It's all these different artists that he has. So you're dealing with a man man of a lot of musical knowledge.
Right.
And to get a stamp by that man in my career at some point and to be realized and witnessed as one of the greatest, I can't be more grateful.
Yeah. So are you now independent?
100%.
What is that like though? Because I know like the
Work,
ownership, like
money.
being able to do your own thing. Like I know like you enjoy that a lot more than working with some of these record labels. And we love the record labels, you know what I mean? But
it's lovely to have freedom. I think that's what it gives you. But with freedom comes work. Because you still have to show up for yourself. You still have to put things in perspective. You have to have a great team, and I do. And it's not the biggest team because you don't need that. You need to just have people that really ride for you and believe in you. But it's work. You know, it's money out of your pocket.
Yeah,
it's time out of your pocket. You know, it's all these things that you think that you would put on a label, it's on you now. So if you don't get a specific outcome, it's because you didn't do it. You know, so it's a lot of accountability. But honestly, if you really want to see some great success, then you have to have accountability within yourself to know that you got to make it happen.
What advice would you give the independent artists that may see themselves in you, you know what I mean? And they're just trying to get out here. Like maybe they don't have the route of being on The Voice. They don't have the route of being on The Wiz. Like what advice would you give somebody? I know social media is a big thing now too.
100%. I was going to say, I don't think social media is the only way, but it's a tool and you should use it. You have to be yourself unapologetically and like I said, live in your uniqueness. Because to be honest, there's a million people or billions of people, I should say, on this earth, and there's only one you. So if you can give them or figure out and hone in what it is that you possess and what you got, you good. Because can't nobody do that. They can reduplicate it, but they can't become it. They can't be you.
That's it. That's it. Avery, Kiss the Sky. This is your new single that just came out. It debuted at number 29 on Billboard. Talk about like the inspiration behind this. Like what was the writing process like, penning it out, all that good stuff?
For sure. Shout out to Lewis York. It's Claude Kelly and Chuck Harmony. We were in the studio. I was in Nashville at the Weirdo Workshop, and they do a thing where they sit at the piano and they play it and sing it for you. So they can do a demo, but most times you get a live demo. So I got to hear the song and I was like, oh, that's me. Because to be honest, if I'm in love with you, or you know, if it's just a little night of fun and we're doing some stuff, I want to make you feel like the best I possibly can. And if you use the sky as the limit as, you know, the cliche thing, it's like if that's the limit, then I want you to kiss the sky. You know, I want to make you feel the best you possibly ever could, and with me you will. So that's what the song is about.
I heard that. All right, so real quick, like now you're going on tour with this new record, and the tour's gonna be stopping in New York City. Where else?
We'll be in Philly on the 20th of December. 21st, we'll be in Washington, D.C., and then we'll end it in New York City on the 22nd. You
got to come back to, like, Connecticut at some point.
Oh, listen, like, I am. The thing is, I am a part of the Wiz, and the theater schedule is a schedule in itself. So I got, like, a good little week and a half off. So I'm like, okay, what can I do as an easy medium? And I'm going to go on ahead and I'm going to go on a tour. You know, give the people myself outside of the character that they will see. Because I'm not forgetting about me. I'm just showing another side or another facet of me. So, I plan to come back with more of a tour, absolutely. That's what's up. But when I have the time.
Is there going to be an album that's attached to this?
There will be a project coming soon. 100%.
Okay. Dope.
100%.
What is, like, what's next for Avery Wilson? Like, what's coming up?
What's next for me? Well, outside of this tour, for sure, when we talk about outside of the theater, I would love to do some movies. I would love to get into that world, TV and television. Definitely going to put out a project. I'm definitely going to tour for myself as Avery Wilson.
An album with this record.
Of course. After
the Wiz, like everybody going to be looking for something.
Of course, and that's why I want to be able to do whatever I need to do, and I want to do it all. EGOT holder in the making.
Well, I do believe the Wiz is going to get an award. I don't know what it's going to be, but the Wiz is going to get it's definitely going to get an award.
100%.
I mean, especially after it hits Broadway. Like seeing it now, like I'm glad I got an opportunity to see it in Greenville, but I know once it hits Broadway, it gets to New York, like man. Congratulations, bro.
Man,
just congratulations, man. I'm so proud of you, bro. Like I remember watching you on The Voice. I've seen you on different shows. Of course, the Terrell show, Taco Tuesday.
Shout out to Terrell.
And then of course, like you pretty much like brought back the Can You Talk challenge, right? Like
for sure.
Like, I mean, the challenge was out there, but then Avery Wilson hopped on the challenge and literally shut it down.
Tank put it out. I had sang the song years before Tank did this challenge, but when he did it, he brought it back and he was like, he called me out, and I was like, okay, so let me go sing it. But honestly, shout out to Tevin Campbell, shout out to Babyface for writing this record that I got to sing with on Tiny Desk, which was an amazing experience.
And tell Tiny Desk to give you your own little session.
Oh yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Tiny Desk will understand.
Avery, thank you so much, man, for stopping by.
Thank you for having me, brother. I appreciate you.
Absolutely.